Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to present today's webinar, Enhancing RCM with AI, to all of you. My name is PK Banerjee, and I'm the General Manager of DataCore Healthcare. We have quite a few topics to cover today, so let's get started. We will first walk through the changing RCM landscape and how technological advancements such as AI are being used to optimize the RCM industry. At the end, we will keep aside 15 minutes for you to ask any questions, give any feedback, or simply discuss your experience with your revenue cycle. I have been closely involved in the RCM industry for over 22 years, and during this time, I have witnessed significant changes and breakthroughs that have reshaped the way organizations manage their revenue cycles. As you all know, the RCM industry has witnessed a significant evolution over the past few decades. This has been possible through advancements in technology and changing healthcare dynamics. Traditional manual processes reliant on paper based documentation and manual data entry have given way to more sophisticated and automated approaches. With the advent of electronic health records and EDI came an explosion of healthcare data. This opened the door for artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies, which can analyze the revenue cycle in innovative ways, providing newer insights and predictions. DataCore Healthcare has also kept pace with this evolution over the decades. We initially used mainframes for RCM and Medicaid processing. We then migrated to an RDBMS for remittance processing, reaping the benefits of a better user interface and the convenience of a database architecture. In the process, we have helped multiple companies migrate from their legacy RCM platforms to client server architectures. More recently, we have invested in developing AI/ML tools for automating specific processes within your RCM and tailored our services to help you deliver the best value based care. But despite the remarkable breakthroughs in the RCM industry, several challenges persist in the current landscape. One of the primary challenges is reimbursement complexities. Healthcare payers are constantly updating their payment policies, creating a complex web of rules and requirements that healthcare providers must navigate. This complexity often leads to claim denials and delays in reimbursement. Another challenge is the prevalence of operational inefficiencies resulting from fragmented systems, manual processes, and inadequate data interoperability. The final outcomes prolonged prolonged claim processing timelines, heightened error rates, and suboptimal revenue capture. Regulatory compliance and security can also pose big challenges to providers. Healthcare organizations need robust strategies and tools to identify these inefficiencies, address root causes, and implement effective corrective measures. Within reimbursement complexities, we will look at a handful of items. The intricacies of medical coding and billing requirements can be overwhelming. Accurate coding is crucial for proper reimbursement, but the extensive code sets, bundling rules, and changing guidelines make it a complex task. Timely reimbursement is crucial for maintaining cash flow, but payment delays and denials create financial strain. Billing errors, improper documentation, or payer disputes can lead to delayed or denied payments. Incomplete or inaccurate documentation can also lead to claim denials or underpayment, affecting the financial health of the provider organization. The absence of efficient processes across the industry poses challenge for providers. Varied systems and protocols make it difficult to streamline workflows and achieve consistent revenue cycle operations. Innovative technology solutions have been used to ease some of the complexities in reimbursement. For example, computer assisted coding can help coders in code selection, bundling rules and modifiers. These software tools streamline the coding process and ensure accuracy while reducing manual effort. EDI protocols provide real time checks on eligibility, which alert billers of possible denials. Claim scrubbers have also been used traditionally to flag claims which may be denied. The scrubbers, however, must be updated regularly to keep pace with changes in reimbursement rules and guidelines, thereby making the software bulky, error prone, and difficult to maintain. Adopting an electronic health record with built in documentation templates and alerts work well to ensure proper and complete documentation. Most healthcare organizations have implemented integrated RCM platforms that offer standardized workflows and best practice guidelines. These technologies have enabled more consistent processes across different departments, simplified revenue cycle operations, and enhanced efficiency. Operational inefficiencies in RCM result from a variety of factors. Many providers today still rely on manual and paper-based processes for tasks such as patient registration, documentation, and claims processing. These processes are time-consuming, prone to errors, and hinder the overall efficiency of the revenue cycle. Healthcare organizations often operate within multiple data silos, where information is not seamlessly integrated across departments and systems. This lack of interoperability hampers data accessibility, coordination, and real-time decision-making. This, in turn, leads to delays in accessing critical data, redundant manual interventions, and potential errors. Obtaining authorizations for procedures, tests, and treatments can be a time-consuming and complex process. Lack of standardized requirements, manual paperwork, and lengthy approval times create unwanted bottlenecks. Inadequate denial management practices, including insufficient tracking, analysis, and corrective measures, contribute to revenue leakage. Technical solutions that help organizations deal with the operational inefficiencies are as varied as the reasons themselves. A modern RCM platform with integrated EDI and document management systems can significantly reduce manual and paper-based processes while improving data accuracy and accelerating the revenue. A centralized RCM software solution tightly coupled with the EHR allows seamless data sharing and real-time access across departments, eliminating data silos and improving operational efficiency. Adoption of industry standard protocols and technologies such as HL7, FHIR, and API integration promote interoperability and streamlines data exchange. These enable efficient sharing of patient information among healthcare providers and payers, reducing redundant manual efforts and delays in care. Providers also utilize electronic prior authorization tools that automate the authorization process, share required documentation, and enable online submission and tracking. A robust denial management system that provides comprehensive tracking and analysis while helping identify root causes and taking corrective measures go a long way in accelerating and maximizing revenue. Along with reimbursement complexities and operational challenges, regulatory compliance and data security and privacy put additional pressures in managing the revenue cycle. Regulatory bodies such as the OIG and CMS are intensifying their scrutiny of healthcare providers' billing practices. Adhering to changing coding and billing guidelines, such as those defined by the American Medical Association and National Correct Coding Initiative, can be challenging. The complexity of these guidelines, coupled with frequent updates, makes it crucial for healthcare providers to invest in continuous training and robust coding systems. Healthcare fraud and abuse pose significant financial and legal risks to providers. Organizations must implement robust internal protocols, conduct regular compliance audits, and establish effective fraud prevention programs to detect and prevent fraudulent activities within their revenue cycle. Ongoing training and education are vital for healthcare providers to keep their staff informed and updated on regulatory requirements and compliance best practices. Investing in comprehensive compliance training programs ensure that staff members understand their roles, responsibilities, and the importance of compliance. To comply with increased regulatory scrutiny, a compliance management software solution can be implemented to automate auditing processes, track compliance requirements, and generate reports to demonstrate adherence to regulatory guidelines. Utilizing coding software and tools that provide code lookup functionality and built-in coding guidelines help organizations stay in compliance with respect to coding and billing regulations. Preventing fraud and abuse internally can be achieved using advanced fraud detection systems that utilize data analytics and anomaly detection algorithms. A learning management system offering online training modules with features that track employee progress and provide automated reminders for compliance training can help in rolling out a continuous learning initiative. That was a quick survey of what is out there. But in spite of these technologies and tools, healthcare organizations continue to face financial challenges. So RCM processes require further efficiency to reduce costs and improve productivity. Our mission at DataCore Healthcare is to help healthcare providers and payers improve reimbursements and minimize collection times using advanced technology and services. The first step in automation, however, is knowing what tasks can and should be automated and which ones should be people driven. Operators are the behind the scenes champions of the revenue cycle. AI/ML based tools can be customized to deliver more value by removing repetitive tasks, turning revenue collectors into revenue drivers. With the help of AI/ML based tools, operators can fill gaps in the revenue cycle, remove anomalies, and make healthcare RCM processing a wholesome task. With over 25 years of experience, DataCore Healthcare has established itself as a trusted and leading provider of RCM services, committed to delivering innovative and customer-centric solutions. We understand the intricate nuances of revenue cycle management, and we pride ourselves on our operational excellence and customer intimacy. Our focus is on providing comprehensive RCM solutions that streamline processes, optimize revenue performance, and enhance operational efficiency. By partnering with DataCore Healthcare, organizations gain access to best practices, exceptional services, and innovative solutions that help overcome the challenges of your revenue cycle. We now look into some specific applications of AI/ML in revenue cycle. We have identified three areas where AI/ML could provide effective insights and efficiencies. The first one is the pain points being delayed payment posting. The second one, a higher rate of denials. And the third one is the lower reimbursements. And these occur due to various reasons. The delayed payment posting comes from paper EOBs, which take a long time to get processed manually and posted into patient accounts. Higher rate of denials can happen due to coding billing errors, missing or incorrect data, eligibility checks not done properly or timely, or missing or incorrect documentation. And lower reimbursements can occur due to downcoding, missing additional reimbursement opportunities like ancillary codes, incorrect documentations, etc. So our objective is to use AI-based analytics engine to improve these key performance indicators. We have been successful in developing machine learning models to help in the areas of converting paper EOBs to an electronic data stream and also predicting probable claim denials. The coding assistant is our next big initiative. These are the two products that harness the power of AI/ML. The first one is a EOB to 835 converter, where we have used AI/ML technology and the expertise of our data scientists to convert paper EOBs to EDI 835 files electronically to overcome the limitations of the manual posting of payments. The next one is a denial manager, where we worked in tandem with traditional rules-based approach to predict the probability and most likely reasons for the denial of claims. I'm happy to say that we have been able to apply for patents in some of the technologies that we have used in these products, and one of the patents has already been granted. The incorporation of AI/ML technology has revolutionized the field of revenue cycle management, bringing forth transformative benefits for healthcare providers. As a trusted partner in RCM, DataCore Healthcare leverages the power of AI/ML to deliver exceptional solutions tailored to meet your unique needs. Of our AI/ML-driven solutions enable healthcare providers to leverage the power advanced algorithms resulting in automation. By analyzing vast amount of data, our solutions extract actionable insights that healthcare providers can use to make informed decisions. Our intelligent tools streamline workflows and optimize key RCM tasks, including payment posting and denial management. This minimizes errors while improving revenue capture. We understand that each healthcare provider has unique needs. That's why DataCore Healthcare offers customized solutions that align with specific organizational requirements. Our team of experts provide personalized support, assisting clients in navigating the complexities of RCM and maximizing the value of AI/ML technology. Let's now delve into one of the breakthrough solutions in revenue cycle management, the EOB converter. The converter utilizes AI/ML techniques at the core of the solution. There are several challenges in converting EOBs to a digital data stream. Some of them are typical to digitization of any image or form, such as image quality and form identification. But the real challenge comes with the non-standard format of EOBs, varied nomenclature, and the wide variety of templates used by payers. We, however, wanted to mimic how we humans solve these challenges, and the closest one can get to that is by using AI/ML technology. We've shown here a solution workflow that we use for the EOB converter. So there is input modules which take the images and load them and do some image pre-processing that takes care of the quality of the images and makes it standard across the board. Next come the AI/ML modules, which form the core of the solution. So in classification, there are many ways of classifying images, and the models we have chosen use the least number of images for training. Image banding is a process where each we focus on different areas of interest in an EOB. For example, payer information, patient information, provider information, claim details, claim adjustment, reason code, etc. By breaking up an image into these zones makes it easier for the next step, which is contextual data extraction. In this module, we extract data from the banded regions. This provides the context to the data, which makes the extraction more accurate. But all of this automation that is happening behind the scenes poses another challenge. How do we validate all of the data that is being extracted from an EOB image? Any data extraction, as you know, may result in incorrect reads. We employ multiple means of validating the data, such as tying back to the original claim and checking some of the fields against that, or adding the amounts and checking against totals, or different other strategies. Let me show you the performance summary of the EOB converter. These results were obtained during in-house tests on more than 2 million scanned images of documents received from payers. As you can see, the classification module has a recall of 98% and a precision of 92%, which is very high. The banding module also has recalls and precisions in the 98-97% range. The contextual data extraction module, which is the toughest of the lot, has an accuracy of 95%. And after validation, we have achieved an overall automation rate of over 84%, which means that over 84% of the EOBs that come in through the door can be fairly automated to an 835 stream without any manual intervention. However, anything that is rejected during validation goes through a manual process where an operator takes a look at the EOB and corrects any data that have been read wrong or not captured properly. The EOB converter represents a game changer in payment posting processes by automating the conversion of electronic remittance advice files, reducing manual efforts, and improving accuracy. With its seamless integration capabilities and advanced algorithms, the EOB converter empowers organizations to streamline revenue recognition, optimize their revenue cycle operations, and achieve financial success. We have utilized sophisticated AI/ML techniques for a simple outcome, getting remittance data from non-standard paper forms to standard electronic formats. The advanced algorithms within the EOB converter analyze the remittance data, extract relevant information, and match it with the corresponding patient accounts, streamlining the reconciliation process. With increased efficiency and accuracy in payment posting, providers and clearinghouses can process EOBs more efficiently with approximately 5 times faster cash posting. They can also address secondary billing or denied claims faster, which means DSO goes down by almost 50%, helping organizations accelerate revenue recognition and optimize their revenue cycle performance. Next, we look at another application of AI/ML, the denial manager. Our denial manager analyzes complex patterns of historical claim denials and predicts the probability of the denial of any claim prior to submission. The machine learning models can be trained on not only denial patterns arising from coding and other claim-related errors, but also on specific payer patterns. The prediction will be obviously as good as the historical data the models are trained on. This is true for any machine learning model. The data from ongoing payments and denials are also fed back to the system for continual learning, thereby improving predictions over time. The solution is made more robust by adding just-in-time eligibility checks and a rules-based module that checks for straightforward denials. Let's take a quick look at the different modules and their functions. The EDI server provides electronic interfaces between the provider and payer, which is necessary for getting the data streams onto the product. The EDI transaction sets are based on the ANSI X12 standards. We have implemented all necessary protocols such as EDI 837, EDI 835, EDI 270, and 271 into our solution. Next, we look at the eligibility check. This module determines specific coverages of a patient, and it does it right before the claim is sent to the rules and AIML engines. The module identifies denials due to lack of insurance coverage, and it also has several rules built in where patient is not a subscriber, patient subscriber ID and name do not match, insured does not have dependent coverage, payer does not have liability for claim, and other rules which can be added to the rules-based engine and the eligibility check. Next, we come to the rules-based engine. The rules-based engine serves two different functions. As a preprocessor, the denials identified with simple if-then-else type rules based on our experience have been incorporated. Denials thus identified do not need any special treatment of AI-based predictions. It can also be used as a tool for generating training data from the HCUP dataset which we have used. The denial rules will be applied to the HCUP dataset to generate more denials, which will be used to train the AML model. And the synthetic denials will now be induced on the HCUP data if the HCUP data does not have the necessary data elements to support some of the denials. Next is the AIML engine. This is at the core of our solution. It goes beyond what the rules engine does. This engine will predict complex denials specific to a provider. The models can be trained with historical data from each provider, and they can also be tuned to specific provider-payer pairs. The engine can also learn from experience. A live feed of denials from each pair will be used to retrain the models, and this should generate new rules which can then be updated in the rules engine. So it is a continuous process. So what is the difference between the eligibility and rules engine and the AIML engine? The eligibility and rules engine incorporates user-defined rules that covers established contracts with pairs. The AIML engine, on the other hand, learns conditions over time from actual denials, users, and system feedback. In the rules engine, detection is based on a set of if-then-else type rules. On the AIML engine, prediction is based on the machine learning models tuned to specific features and scenarios. The rules engine and the eligibility checks are deterministic in nature. The AIML engine, of course, is probabilistic in nature. The eligibility and rules engine can be used for straightforward denials, while the AIML engine is effective for complex denials which require learning from patterns. Next, we look at another module which is very important in the case of denial managers or other products which use AIML technology. Because just predicting possible denials is not enough. And AIML models are notorious in the way that they are conceived as a black box, where you have an input and an output, but we don't know what's going on inside. So our interpretation modules makes use of the predictions made by the AIML model to identify fields in that claim that may cause the denial. This adds to the functionality of the claim editor, which we'll come to next, by identifying fields that should be highlighted making it easier to correct the claim. Next module is a claim editor, and this module provides the ability to view and or correct the flagged claims. The viewer provides a list of all denials flagged by the previous modules, and the editor adds the ability to correct the claim based on the flagged denials. And the interpretation module, which we discussed right before, highlights the fields which may cause the denial. This is a performance summary of the denial manager. We have tested this product on over 1.2 million claims, and the results are shown over here. As you can see, the test results have been excellent for bundle services, diagnosis inconsistent with procedure, as well as inconsistent with age, gender, and so on. With that, we come to the end of our webinar today, and I would like to hand over to Sampurna to take any audience questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PK. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, I have one question. Is the UB835, does it support multiple clients? Means concurrent clients like that?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So the multiple clients are partitioned within the solution, and it can handle data separately from each other.
Okay.
We can move to the next question.
The denial manager support too?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I have another questions. What kind of securities are in place, and is it hosted in cloud or it's on premise?
Right now, the implementation is on premises, but the plan is to get it onto the cloud.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do we have any more questions?
I have another question. So in denial manager part, for rule-based engine, so for if else conditions and all, so when we are generating the training data from for the AIML module, what is the expectation of the percentage of data can be generated through rule-based engine for the AIML training part?
No, so the rule-based engine, what we do is all known rules are incorporated over there in if then else format.
Okay.
And with that, as you keep on adding those rules, you can generate denials based on those conditions, which can be induced into the data to be able to better train the models.
Okay. For example, first it will go through the rules engine, then check that if it's failing or not, then we can train the data similar to that.
Yes, you can
Okay.
do it, in one after the other in sequence, or we can do it in tandem also. The data being fed to both, the claims being fed to both the rules engine and the AIML engine, and then comparing what the two give.
Okay.
We also have a few questions in the chat, so I'll just read them out for everyone. The first question is there a limit to how many EOBs the product can process? The converter.
No, right now there is no limit.
And what are the text suites that are compatible with the EOB35 converter?
Uh, I don't understand the question. What do you mean?
I believe they're asking about integration. So how does it work with any existing software systems that are already installed?
So right now it is a separate system where we can get the EOBs as a stream of images and then feed it into the system. And then once the results are generated, the 835 can be fed back to the provider system. So it's
And
not tightly integrated into the provider system.
okay, thank you. And the last question asked is, could you speak a little bit more towards the customization of the EOB 35 converter?
Yes. So when we approach a provider and they provide us with the EOBs that they encounter, first of all providers don't get EOBs from all different pairs. So you have a pair mix, and the machine learning models have to be trained on the particular templates which a provider sees. So once we engage with a provider, we are given the templates which they most commonly see, and the machine learning models are trained with that. Once that is done, we deploy the model and uh, we start converting. Next phase was to have another set of templates which are less common, and then we train the models on them and feed it back. This is the way it will. It's a continuous process. Of course, you can't capture, all of the EOBs all of the time. Some will be rejected, and they go through a manual intervention process where the operators take a look and correct the data. The objective is to make the automation uh, as much as possible. Uh, and we have seen about 84-85% automation rate uh, when we have converted the UVs.
Okay. Thank you, PK. I think that was the last question in the chat. I'll just request if there's anybody else among the audience who has any questions, we can get to those.
Um, are these products built on open source or in-house data?
All in-house data. I mean, for the denial manager, we've used HCUP data, which is available from CMS. And for EOBs, we have used in-house data.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
if there are no more questions, then I think
Oh,
we can
what?
conclude the webinar. Sorry, please go ahead.
One more question.
Yes, please go ahead.
With the denial manager, is it rules based, or is it what are you basing the prevention of denials on?
No, so denial manager, as I explained, has a rule-based engine where you can have the rules predefined. And it also has an AIML engine, which is the core of the solution, which learns from historical denials for a particular provider.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I hope everyone learned a lot today, and we look forward to seeing everyone in future webinars as well.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.